Hello, I'm Leanne Shawler and I'm an artist and a writer, and this is this month's creative vlog, or last month's, actually March. So I began the month by, I was just going to do a day trip down to Sydney to again visit the Louise Bourgeois exhibit, and I shared in last month's vlog, about February's vlog, last month, oh that's so confusing. I shared my experiences in last month's vlog, and I will link to that in the description below so you can go and see the amazingness that is the Louise Bourgeois exhibit. And I was going to do a couple of Japanese stationery shops and come home. And my husband said, why don't we make a trip out of it? So we did. So I did the exhibit, did some Japanese stationery shopping. You'll see the haul in just a moment. And we went to the Opera House, to the concert hall for a Mahler symphony. And it was really just a lovely little getaway into the city. So friends, I thought I would start my haul with these two things that I bought off Amazon. This was inspired by somebody who does tarot on YouTube. I followed her via another artist friend who also deals with tarot cards. I haven't even opened this up yet. Let me peel off the stickies. I pulled this one, bought this one because the sea is one of those things that's really attractive to me. And I saw these cards and they were beautiful. So there they are. It's barely on. So those go this way. So they were really pretty. So I got those. Oh look, it says, may the sea be your guide. There's a deck. And a while back, I bought this deck from an artist who lives in Australia, and they're just beautiful. So, also comes with a guidebook, and they're all falling out. Look at those beautiful gilt edges, and the paintings are just astonishing. So I'm looking forward to getting to this. This is a tarot deck, not an oracle card deck. I haven't played with tarot since I was a teenager, so I will be exploring these cards. I have to figure out how. The artist suggested just starting to draw one a week and, you know, using it as an intention. That sounds pretty good to me. Sydney. I didn't do a lot of filming of the places I was at in Sydney because I'm a bit self-conscious about that kind of thing. But let me show you what I got. I had recently just learned about Parker Art Supplies. Step out of the way. So I picked up a Stillman & Burn. I haven't found these anywhere else, so Parker Art Supplies really does have the good quality stuff. So I got a nice sketchbook. I bought some sponges because why not? And then I bought some paint. I bought 2 tubes, ultramarine blue, because I only had this is a good mixing blue I hear, so I'm going to try that out. And I replaced my Pyrrole Scarlet, which had run out. Those. I thought I had another tube in here. Here we go. Good Aquadone Red. While waiting for the store to open, I saw they had these pigments in the window, so I thought I'd just take a little footage of that to show you. The inside of the shop was tiny, filled to the gills, could barely move through the aisles, and was totally amazing. We'll definitely go back to the Rocks in Sydney to see this store again. And then because Golden is a little difficult and a little expensive, I thought I'd look and see what the locals had. This one's made in the Netherlands. It's called ARA. So I wanted to try that, and it's metallic turquoise. I mean, who could turn that down? And then the rest I got were Derivan Matisse. I got Structure and Flow. I got a few flow tubes actually. Of course, in my favorite colors, Australian Blue Gum, Bleached Titanic Mist. So 2 structures and 2 flows. And we're just going to see how that goes. play with those as a possible permanent alternative to the golden paint once the golden paint runs out. So that was my Parker's Art Supplies haul. As I was getting off the train to come back home, the little mini library outside the tickets office had 2 country styles. I love using these for collage, so I grabbed 2, much to my husband's horror. The Sydney trip was also a bit of a Japanese stationery shopping haul. I began with Traveller's Notebooks at Milligram. Milligram just opened up a store in George Street in Sydney, just a block down from the Queen Victoria building, or the QVB as we like to say. I did not bring my Traveller's Company book with me, sillily, is that a word? I brought my Hobonichi cousin because I wanted to see how it felt traveling with it, because I'm going on a fairly big trip soonish. In order to participate in the stamp caravan, one needed to have one's traveller's notebook with you. I didn't, but they said if I bought 3 inserts, I could get some stamps done. So I got a card file. Actually, I haven't looked at one of these before. Let's open it up. Just put that over there. Oh, so there's like little spots in here. So this might be fun for storing bits of ephemera. I actually didn't really need this. I just needed to buy something. So I got some craft paper. I like the craft paper in turquoise, so I thought I would get that, try that out. As you can see, the sketch paper one has been opened because, ta-da! And this is a much thicker paper than I expected. I'm going to play with watercolor on this. And so these are little stamps I got. And see if I can use watercolor on this, because it's actually a lot more sturdier than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like really thin sketch paper. So I'm going to play with this, and then somewhere in here, there it is, I also got a sticker. So I'm going to save that for my Japan trip, which is coming up next year. So that was Milligram. The next stop was Muji. Muji packages things so beautifully. This will be going into a journal of some sort, so pardon me while I carefully peel this off. Oh my God. Look, it's an envelope! Oh my God, that is so cute. Okay, I may be setting this for my Japan trip as well. And this is what I've got. These are Muji pens. They have some with lids and some that are clicky clicks. They were just colors that were really attractive to me, and I don't really have a lot on the pink red range. I tend to go for blues and greens and purples. So did I need these pens? No. Bought them anyway. And then this is a very small date stamp set. You can tear off the dates on it. And so I bought this one thinking I could use it in my travels and just, wrap around the number of dates or stick them in a sticker release book. Ditto. So that's that. The next stop was Kinokuniya. Ta-da! I bought these. I think one uses them to hold their journals open. I'm going to save this for the lap book that's coming up for the More Drag Eye Chronicles. So that's what those are in use for. So that will go in that little box, which is the ephemera box. One cannot resist purchasing washi tape, and this is just a really pretty colorway. I'm really into orange at the minute for some reason. So I got that. Stamp cleaner because I'm out of it. That goes over there. Again, I succumbed to the pens. I got a pretty pink color. I have a green in this, or turquoisey green. And then, did I need Uniball Signos? No, but I got them anyway. Finally, I got this book. This is similar to the ones that I use for the More Drag Chronicles, the handwriting. And I picked this one up because I could not find it in Daiso. So I bought this one instead because the series is going to be at least 4 or 5 books. Finally, I went to Daiso the obligatory matcha Kit Kats. They had a whole bunch of flavours out, which was really exciting. So I got those, obviously, going up to the house. I got a Fudo's Tombow Fudo no Suki pen. I had this in 2 different tips, and I like this tip better than the one that I've currently got, and this one, the ink ran out, so this was a replacement copy purchase. So yay for replacement purchases. They had book cloth, or they called it printing cloth tape. I think I'm fairly certain I can use both of these for bookbinding, and so yay, grabbed those. Put it over there. And the last thing I got was for my nephew, because he likes ramen. So that's for him. It's just like, it's memo notepad. Hopefully he can be silly with that. And that was my haul. Hello, it's March. So the studio has undergone a bit of a transformation, only a little one, with further transformation to come, but let me show you what's going on. I have a new AC, and can you see that little white spot just to the right of it? That's where my painting hung before. So it's going to have to come down lower, and I'm a little worried as she backs up that it's going to be too big to fit back there now. I just got the desk moved back into place, so now I have to put everything back on it. That's where the old AC was. I'm going to have to get a carpenter to come out and seal the outside for me, and I could probably do the plaster job myself, but we'll just see. And so here are all the things that need to go back, as well as the paintings. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be listening to the new Fail Like an Artist podcast while I do it. And after, it's about an hour later, I was actually just messing about. That's that little pile there is going back up to the house for project purposes. And have a look at the paintings on the wall. This one is nearly done. I just got to do some things to it. I have an idea. We'll see how it goes. Space has been cleared here. There is enough room for the painting to go back there, but I'm going to have to lower the doohickey a bit. So yay, restored. Although this does need to go back over there. Back to there. The dollhouse has not been started on yet. Maybe I should put it over here. Put that back down. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. Ta-da! Hello. I don't know if I'm sure. I'm not. Too bad if I'm not. Fit check. I'm already red-faced because it's warm today, and I've set this up. This is where my old air conditioner used to be. I have a nice brand new one on the wall behind us, and looking forward to that. So this dark colour apparently is actually translucent and needs multiple coats. When I first did the studio, it was 4 and a bit. So today is a smaller space. I have a giant size can. And the chap at Bunnings recommended that I do 2 coats. Oh my god. That I do 2 coats of the underpainting, undercoat primer thing. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to watch this in real time. Exciting. And, oh, I need a tin opener. I'll be back. No, I'll put you in time lapse. Why subject you to painting walls? So this is going to be my next few days. Hoping to get at least the primer done today, the underpainting done today, the tinting done today. I might even turn on the AC. That might help dry things a little faster. And maybe the first coat of the sea creature colour that I picked out for the studio. And I'm thinking of moving these over there. So these over there. And then I had on this wall at the back here, before I put the new AC in, one of my big 36-inch square paintings. Still going to put one up there, but I'm thinking I can put another one here and then move these kids over above my desk. So when I sit here and talk, you'll actually see some of my paintings. Shocking. Yeah, so that's the thought. And if you're thinking, gee, that colour's an awful whole lot lighter than the wall colour, well, yeah. It's going to be another 4 coats. And the reason why it's 4 coats is the undercoat needs to be a darker grey. Absolutely needs to be a darker grey. And then hopefully, as this is translucent, you can see how translucent it is. It does not have a white base because the colour is so dark. It will eventually all blend out and into everything else. We hope, because I'm not painting the whole wall. Right, gonna let this dry. Okay, I did a 3rd coat this morning. Got a magpie going in the background. Oh, I think he flew off. Okay, so I did a coat this morning and then ran off to volunteer, and now I am back. As you can see, you can still tell where the patch was. So I think this one's going to be the last one. And here I am back again. The paintings have been hung and now I'm restoring my desk for hopefully the last time. Enjoy. Yes, I haven't vacuumed yet. That might be next week's job because this has worn me out. Where's the magpie? Is he at the top there? Oh, he is. Let's have a look. Oracle cards. I need to put... Good to hear him sing. This is going into my paint water disposal thing because the previous pair of pantyhose are completely shredded. So I need to do that. I'm going to do that next, actually. I still need to put curtains on this window. Just a matter of stitching them back together again. I moved the map of the Mindful Isles. I think it got out of flow. Who knows? Over here. And then you have the gift here. These came, I bought these from Katrina Cultus. This is my painting, now center stage, and I have room to put something smaller there. And now this is the new grouping on the wall. So these 2 are mine, and then see if I can remember. No, I can't remember. Lydia? Artsy Lucy, and she's amazing and I can't think of her name. Miss Dell, there we go, I got it. And then down to the desk, my overhead viewing lamp, my studio notebook, all my pencils, markers, inks, you name it, brushes, that's there. And then we have the work in progress. I actually might paint over that completely. I don't love it. And this is in its 2nd ugly stage. I think it needs some more white. It's all saturated colour, which seems to be my bag lately. But I just feel like I could use some white. So I might throw in some more fluorescence and see how I feel. And then this is the next project. Maybe today? Maybe after lunch, we'll see. This was the painting I was thinking of putting up over the sofa, but I might see if I can get it up there. Now that everything's back in place, I can hold it up and see if it will fit. And then that's the dollhouse that's going to go on the top of that cart, so I can get at it easily, pull it apart, sand it, you name it, do it. and I have a bit of fabric on the floor. So I am pretty happy with how the space is now looking. I made the dream board in the midst of all that painting and renovation. I just sat down at the desk and managed to get it done. So this dream board is really looking at my writing, blossoming into creativity. Had little conversations with that little skink there and that peacock over in the corner. See Dollhouse, some bookmaking, some resting places, and it all kind of circled back to the creativity. And we're heading into time lapse, where nobody can hear you swear. Was putting together this cart fun? Not really. The most frustrating part was this guy's not screwed all the way in, but it's also level, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think it's going to live up in that part because I have a little rise there, and this makes it more at standing height. I have some of the original Dollhouse things in here that I'm going to either modify, definitely going to modify, sanding and repairing. I need to move my sanding supplies into one of those buckets. I have a couple of items that I've already bought. In here I have teeny tiny stuff for the study desk. I know I'm going to need to get some long pieces to do skirting boards and cornices and... Let me show you my plans. You have to take the chimney off. So whatever I have to do with the chimney, these still need to be removed because it's the only way you can get into the front. So here's a good clean. So there's big holes here. Let me open up the front. In here. So I'm thinking library, parlour, bedroom, maybe her mother's bedroom because there's a scene there. And up here would be like an attic because now we found the chest, so there'll be a chest in here. And as for the stairs, I don't want them impinging at all on the library, so I'm going to fill in these holes. Apparently can be done. I just need to cut wood to that size. Can't you do it in a straight line? Probably not. So that's the dollhouse. I want to sand all this back, prime it. I'm going to keep details like this, but I might frame it in around here and here just to give it a little more dimension. I might put a similar something to this down here as well so it matches. I might paint it so it looks three-dimensional. The door's fallen off, so I need to repair that. And these are just being held in with the tiny wooden dowels that I have to find more of. And this all apparently comes apart because this is keeping it together, and these are keeping this. This is the same as this, so I think I can at some point just pull it out. And as I do not love these, they're just ridiculous. You can see it says glued in here. So the idea is that I'm going to glue everything back into place once I've painted it and put it back together. So it won't be able to be taken apart anymore. That's my thought. When am I going to do this? Probably not until June. This is my reward for finishing a draft of the next book in the Mudragai Chronicles. And also, I'm going to Wales fairly soon and I want to do that trip, research the houses that I see in Wales on that trip, and then go from there. So it's a big project. I have a list of things to be getting on with. And this is beginning to bow a bit, so I might need to shore that up anyway with more wall here. Because at the moment that's not supporting, this is not supporting anything. So maybe this, and this needs a support. So I might have to put an extra piece of MDF or something down the side there to give it a little oomph. Or the fact I'm gluing everything together will make it better, maybe. Who knows? I can see there's a gap in the back. There, that needs to be like that. So maybe once I glue it into the groove, it'll be fine. Glue it and clamp it. Anyway, so that's now my dollhouse station. She's very cute. And it'll become Idathea's cottage in due course. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you are a subscriber, thank you. I only have a few followers, but I treasure each and every one of you. And I'm glad we're on this creative journey together, whether you're a subscriber or you're just popping by to say, oh, that looked interesting. So stay tuned for more creative adventures on this channel. And have a great day or evening wherever you are. Take care.